Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the Blue Jays...
Now from the home of they're at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg. Today it's the finale of this four-game set between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Drew Smiley out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, remember last year he had an ERA in the low threes. Very dependable, very consistent. One of the most reliable pitchers in the game.
Troy Tulowitzki makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Shortstop, number 2.
And we are underway from Tampa as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1. EK, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
And it hasn't been the best start to this series for them either, or for the homestand for that matter. They're going to need to come up with something here to try and salvage at least one game in this 4-game series.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Souza is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, there's only a few guys that can swing it and flip it like Joey Bats, Jose Bautista. He had a great season last year, hitting 40 home runs. He's one of the premier power hitters in the game, and he can put on a show.
Smiley steps into the windup. First pitch on its way. Josh Donaldson comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Yeah, Rusty Valentine. What a great name. Besides that, he's known for being pretty spot on when it comes to calling pitches on the corners. If he misses one, it's usually up or down.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Hit hard to short. Miller's got it. In time to first, and there are two away. And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, if there's a ball hit out to center field in this one, and I'm the third base coach, I am not going to send him. He has a cannon out there in center field. Everybody knows it. We'll see if he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Jose Bautista is at the plate as he watches ball one. And we're just underway from Tropicana Field. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Liner toward right center. Souza is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a... R.A. Dickey, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
Kevin Kiermaier comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch is a slow knuckleball in there, 0-1. And Eric, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, it's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
And obviously, that includes taking the first 3 games of this series as well. So they're out looking for the sweep here in the finale.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Hit to... Oh, and he whiffs on it as it's by him at first.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Logan Forsythe will stand in. It comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
Runners off for second. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pilar moves over. He's got it 1 away. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, facing a knuckleballer, that just gets so difficult. There's 2 theories. Either swing at the first one or don't ever swing. But these guys, they can put you in a slump for about a week.
And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
Well, when you're struggling as a ball club, this is when you got to force the issue a little bit. And that can mean being aggressive on the bases. And now he's into second here on the stolen base.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. There is Travis. Throw gets him. 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Pilar, and they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
And after getting shut out the last time they took the field, they didn't wait too long to get on the board here, and that's going to make it a 1-0 lead. They're off and running here in the very first inning.
Here's the first baseman, James Loney. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second with his second double of this young season. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The 1-2 pitch. Throws him for strike three, and that retires the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Leading off the inning, Edwin Encarnacion, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Smiley gets the sign and the pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. The tag, and he is out.
And this doesn't even seem physically possible. I mean, how can a catcher who's in a crouch 3 feet behind the batter wind up fielding the baseball and tagging the runner all in one motion? I think he just broke the laws of physics out there.
Standing in now, Chris Colabello. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double. But he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
Russell Martin now, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Rays lead it 1-0. Steven Souza now to lead off the home half of the second inning. Into the windup and the pitch. That's popped up out towards short right field. Travis onto the grass. 1 out.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. Now, you'll take that every time.
Hank Conger will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night. And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1. Tap fouled at home plate. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Well, let's take a look at this check swing here in show motion. From this speed, it almost always looks like the guy goes around. Here, well, it looked like a good call down there at third base. I think that bat did break the plane, and that is a strike.
Here's Desmond Jennings now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. That's 3-1 now.
Good at bat so far here with 2 away. He's going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. Got himself back into a fastball count now.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back for the top of the third here at the Trop as we give you a look there at nearby Clearwater Beach. Devin Travis will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Smiley peers in, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8, left fielder.
So with 1 gone here in the inning, let's take a look at the Jays' upcoming schedule for the week to come, as we'll be here to bring them all to you on the show. First delivery to him on the way. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting 9th, center fielder number 11, Kevin Pillar.
Kevin Pillar will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. A fastball. He'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That's by him for strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to...
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They still trail 1-0. Brad Miller will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
The shortstop, Brad Miller.
Knuckleball below the knees, 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Chopped toward the second baseman. Travis fields it cleanly, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for
Yeah,
Tampa Bay.
it took him a few batters to get it going in the first, but after that first inning run, he's come back to retire the next 6 in a row.
This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Colabello is there for it, and that ends the inning. After the break, don't go away. Troy Tulowitzki will start things off. It's the Rays 1. And here is Troy Tulowitzki. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Tulowitzki.
Chop foul right at home. Hard hit ball to second. Forsythe is there. And the throw over the head of Loney.
Well, these guys have not got off to a good start. And it's no surprise that their defense, it's been a big factor why. Going to need to figure this out soon because this is another play that needs to be made.
So striding in, Josh Donaldson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 2-run shot to left center as Toronto has taken a 2-1 lead.
Well, you figure it's only a matter of time till this guy gets going. That's his first home run here on the season, and you can bet it ain't going to be his last.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
Squared that one up just a little late. Smiley's ready. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field, and for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. A solo home run that time off the bat of Jose Bautista, and it gives the Blue Jays a 3-1 lead.
Just like the guy before him, he went up there with a very aggressive mindset at the plate. So when he got his pitch, he wasn't thinking, oh, I'm going to hit a line drive. He was thinking, I'm going deep. This ball clears the wall by plenty.
Now batting,
Edwin Encarnacion now.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Loney will wait on it. 1 gone.
Now batting.
So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And I'll tell you what, you'd be hard-pressed to find a matchup that would produce differing numbers such as the ones we have here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Drilled to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Catcher number 55, Russell Martin.
Russell Martin will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
We could hear him all the way up here in the booth. Just a big old, ugh!
Second baseman.
Oh, that's what pop-ups will make you do.
Travis.
Devin Travis stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. Home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard.
Leading off the fourth for the Rays.
Leading off the inning, Steve Pearce. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Evan Longoria stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
When you've been around the game this long, sometimes that's what you call a respect strike.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He didn't get the call there, but he's making some quality pitches on that outside corner.
3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
And you can see him shaking his head out there. I think he felt that one was a little bit low, and you know what? He may have had a case.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Travis has it. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the second out.
Number 21.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and striding in is the first baseman, James Loney. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We played 4 full. The Jays lead it 3-1. Michael Saunders will come in now to start. Who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. Hit back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Kevin Pillar tries to bunt his way on here, but it's strike one. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Back in standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike two. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. They'll force it up to second, and they do get the out there. But no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch. And that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
As Troy Tulowitzki digs in, you can still consider him one of the best all-around shortstops in the game.
Yeah, when you look at his range, his instincts, his incredible arm strength, that makes him a Gold Glove. But in his career, with a batting average with just a tick under 300, it's also his bat that's been just as reliable as his glove.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. It just didn't work out here.
Into the seats, 0-1. Smiley comes set, coming at him with the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Jose Bautista digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Left field and deep. Jennings going back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Steven Souza comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
The 0-1 on its way. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Settling in now, Hank Conger. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Trying to strike him out for the second time. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Desmond Jennings is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get them right back into it.
Brad Miller will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Knuckleball below the knees, 1-0. Well, you see there on the graphic, that's his first double of the year here on the young campaign. That's inside, 2-0. 3-0 now.
Yeah, it looked like he was well on his way to a quick inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have turned the tables on that idea.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
Donaldson is over to take a look. Grounded back up the middle. Tulowitzki ranging up the middle, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Edwin Encarnacion will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. The 0-1 pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Looped out towards short. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Into the box now, Russell Martin. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
And he's gotten off to a really slow start here in April. So maybe this can help him snap out of it. That's a sharp single there.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Matt Andriese will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Devin Travis will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time.
On the money. Yeah, normally teams have their weakest arm out there in left field, but he says, what? You gonna run on me? Ah, no, I don't think so. He comes up throwing here and nails his man at home.
Here's Michael Saunders now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And he misses with it, 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair, and it's still Kevin Kiermaier will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Logan Forsythe will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
In there at the knees, strike 1. 1 run on 3 hits. 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay.
Nope.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And when that thing's doing that, forget it. It's 1-2.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Now batting.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. But once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Steve Pearce is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Saunders ranging back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Evan Longoria checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Dickey comes set. 1-1 pitch on its way. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Scorched to third. Donaldson's up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Tampa. They still trail it here 3-1. Here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. Seventh inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. Popped high in the air. Loney is there for it. One down.
The shortstop, number 2.
With one away, that'll bring in the shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Skied into very shallow right. Souza is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Liner towards second. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Gloved by Miller. On to Forsythe covering, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, James Loney, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now. Swing and a line drive, but this will be a foul ball. Still 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Sent on the ground out to second. Travis comes up with it, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting. Right,
you get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Steven Souza stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Dickey into the windup, ready with the 1-1 pitch. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 1-2, here it comes. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out. Hank Conger will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
And this is part of why.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. Score holds. It's 3-1. Alex Colomé will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Leading off the inning, Edwin Encarnacion, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
And it's quickly 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Souza has a play. One away.
Now batting.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown nine have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. First pitch of the at-bat. Out in front of it, strike one. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Well, this is why you have your speediest outfielder in center field. He doesn't have to be your best outfielder, but he's got to be able to track some things down. And this is why they've got him out there right now. What a brilliant play.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot for Russell Martin, as the Jays have opened it up now to 4-1.
That could turn out to be a real big at-bat here in the top of the 8th. The solo shot pushes this lead out to 3 now, which certainly isn't going to guarantee anything, but definitely a nice cushion to have when you're only needing 6 outs.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Devin Travis, as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Conger has it, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Michael Saunders gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch on its way. Down the line, but this is a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Here's a high pop-up. Miller has got it, and the side is retired. Jays add one more on the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's now 4-1. And leading off the inning, Desmond Jennings, and they'll need him to get something going here. Aaron Loop is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Aaron Loop.
Leading off the inning, Desmond Jennings, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Desmond Jennings.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Line to the right side. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Well, we've seen winning rallies get started with less than this. This is going to be an infield single all the way, and now they're in business with the leadoff man on base to start this inning.
Brad Miller will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he throws it away. And that's in there for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away. Kevin Kiermaier will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
And now with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. He swings and pops it high in the air out towards shallow right. Travis backs up and takes care of it, 2 away. Logan Forsythe will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Well, he did a good job to go down and get one in his last at-bat, but I got to think he'll be looking for a pitch that he can drive right here.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 4. Steve Geltz will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is. Kevin Pillar will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Slider taken here, 1 ball, 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. On the ground to third. Longoria's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Into the box, Troy Tulowitzki. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Boy, these fans will be happy to see this guy leave town, that's for sure. He has absolutely eaten them up here in this series. He delivers again.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a ground ball for Longoria. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday. Steve Pearce will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Goes down to get the sinker, and it's chopped fouled at the plate. It's strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. R.A. Dickey would be the winner if this score holds up. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. Hit hard, but right into the shift. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the second out.
And that's why you love this guy playing short for you. Excellent range, and he's going to show off that hose, too. That's a nice play.
Here's the first baseman, James Loney, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, he had to work 2 full innings to get it done, so he might be a little more sore than usual tomorrow, but he's going to take it as he finishes this thing off and earns the save.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, R.A. Dickey. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.